guys, girls, how we doing?
All right, we'll start with an opening statement, and then we'll open up the questions.
Well, we didn't play very well today, did we? So, we didn't play well really in any phase of the game, right? That's kind of what's happened this whole season, right? We just don't have any flow as a team, right? So, and especially on offense, we just never settled in to really find ourselves offensively. So, I mean, it's just like we're up and we're down. We couldn't run the ball early in the season. Now we run the ball better late in the season. Obviously playing all the different quarterbacks doesn't help a cause. I did what I thought was right with that, and I stand by it. But at the same time, today it kind of culminated. Just not a good football day for us. Again, complimentary-wise, offense sputtered in the first half. We had the one big play. We went down and scored. And then we come back, and we really just sputtering, right? We're not doing anything great. We can't finish drives, which is our M.O. And on defense, it caught up with us a little bit. Our defense is probably tired. They're on the field a lot. And so we get gashed a little bit later in the game. That's going to happen. It's going to happen at some point. We gave up the fake punt. It really wasn't a fake punt. We did a great job rushing the punter. And he made a great play. He looks like Deion Sanders when he's when he's going to kick that ball. So, and he kind of runs like him a little bit. So, he did on that play anyway. So, so we really didn't play well in all three phases. That's about it. You got a pen on you?
Yeah.
Just for a second. Go ahead.
The two times this season that you guys have scored 24 points, you won the game. And so looking at the offense, just what tweaks or what can be done to get you guys to that mark and just scoring a little bit more points to get some W's?
Yeah. It's a good question. So, that line right there, right 10 yards from the 10-yard line, the goal line, we got to cross that. We got to cross that with the ball without kicking it. And we just struggle to do that. And we move the ball pretty well at times. Not all the time today, but we moved it well enough at times. And we just can't get that done. And so if you're looking for the reason for that, I would say it's just continuity offensively. It's just continuity, and I put the team in these situations a little bit. I'm probably the main problem offensively, right, because I've done so many different things at quarterback. Like I had E.J. in there today. I stayed with Troy last week. I had E.J. in there today. And then I just said, our team's been through a lot this year, and I want to win the game. I think E.J.'s a good quarterback, but I wanted to win the game. And so I did what I thought, when he asked me why you taking me out, I said, I think that the other guy gives us a better chance to win today right now. That's exactly why I do almost everything I do with this team. So I think it's just continuity. It's just playing together better. And finding a way to get across the goal line. To score instead of kicking.
Coach, 2 weeks ago, you said you were going to switch it up, change things up, make some people mad. You did that. It paid off last week with the win. This week, like you said, the little inconsistencies. What are we going to see for the last game of the season? Are we going to go out with a bang?
Dresser's going to start the game and play the game. So, we just feel like Dresser's the guy that's going to lead the team in the future as of right now. And whatever that future is, like that future might not have me in it, so I have no idea what that is. But the way I see the world right now, Dresser would be the guy leading the team. And he knows, like, he could have played better today. He looked great in the first one. He came down the field, made a huge throw. Then after that, there was a couple of things that he didn't do well, and he knows that. And so but I still think he gives us the best chance to win football games overall. And I think the other two guys, I think Troy and EJ are guys that could start in this league. I just think right now in this offense, he's a better player right now as far as giving us a chance to win games. So, yeah, and I did it because I just felt like it was the right thing to do for those guys. Whatever that's worth, I'm going to live and die by what I believe. So.
Anything else, sir? Frank, you good? Anything
Yes,
else,
Coach.
Jim? Yeah.
We ready for Zoom questions?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
Is this James?
This is Alan from the Allen
Hi,
Office Sports
Alan.
Talk Show. Appreciate you. And so ideally, how would you like the offense to flow? Like as far as pass versus run, how would you like the offense to look if you had it your way?
So no matter what, right, it's 50-50. So it'd be 50% run, 50% pass if you have a good offense, right? So the defense can never just tee off. And I coached with Mike Sherman, and he'd ask for the count, and if we had 31 passes and 28 runs, he'd call 3 runs in a row just to get it back to even, so the defense doesn't know what you're doing. And so it would always be about a balanced offense. You got to be able to run the ball first in any offense, and your quarterback has to be able to make plays. And so, like with the receivers we have here, you got to find a way to get them the ball. I think we have a really good receiver core here. And so, but to answer your question, it's to run the ball and throw the ball 50% of the time. I think 11 personnel is a great personnel in this league because you got the tight ends. Just for your general knowledge right now, we lost the tight end today, Chris Pierce, because his dad died an hour before the game. So we did have that awful situation in our locker room 1 hour before the football game. So our thoughts go out to him and his mom and his family, and we were able to get him on a flight and get him home. So we were happy about that. So right now he's in Atlanta, and he'll be finishing into Virginia here in about an hour, and he'll be home. So I'm happy we were able to do that for him.
Yes, and definitely prayers to Chris
Yeah.
Pierce and his family. I'm glad you told us that, and definitely prayers to him and his family.
Yep.
I did want to, kind of along those lines, what players on the team would you say have done a great job this season?
Well, if I just said today, right, like if you look special teams wise, let me just talk about today first. Matt Cogman is an unbelievable player, 2 for 2 field goals. He substituted at the punter position when the punter got hurt. And so I can't say enough about the kid. He's a killer. He's a good player. He's an NFL kicker, the way I see the world. I mean, he doesn't miss anything, ever. Isaiah Henney, as far as special teams is concerned, just played well. Isaiah Green-May, special teams, played well. I mean, those guys in special teams. Then on offense, Isaiah Washington had 3 receptions, 57 yards. He had 37-yard reception. On defense, Keaton Ellis had 8 solo tackles, a tackle for a loss. Isaiah Green-May and Boogie Roberts had a sack each. Eli Walker's all over the field. So that's today. If you would ask me, like on defense, who was really, really tore it up this year, I'd have to say Eli Walker is one of those players that's just torn it up all season long. Incredible player. Has got to have an NFL opportunity for him, I think, is something that you think about. I mean, I need more time to think about, everybody on the team, of course. But I think that's fair on defense with him. And I think that Bronson's done a great job in the interior. He's been unbelievable. And then, of course, 13 on defense. Dantzler's he's a hell of a football player. So I think that's it on defense. And then, you could name a lot of guys on defense because they all played well. They played well this whole season. And then on offense, if I just look at number one, if I look at, even if you look at Isaiah Washington today, I mean, he really did a great job today. You know, but you got a lot of talent there. Of course, we missed Jay Adams today. Jay was out, so he had a hamstring issue. Then he's really been, I think, probably our best player on offense throughout the season. So he's another guy that I think is an NFL caliber player.
One more here.
Hey, Coach. This time it's James.
Hi, James.
Wanted to ask about your thoughts and evaluation on the ground game today. You know, last week it was really impressive against San Antonio. Offensive line kind of dominated throughout most of the night. Today, not so much. Arlington kind of had their way. What was your evaluations and takeaway, especially looking at Deneric Prince and Jalen Jackson?
Yeah, so we tried to run the ball outside early in the game, and we just were behind the sticks a little bit. We didn't do a great job on first down running the ball. We didn't do a great job on any down running the ball early in the game. We were trying to run wide. We were full blocking, and they were hitting it. So they were downhill on it. And so we just couldn't get in a rhythm on it. We ran the ball inside. We came down through the long pass. We had a couple of inside zone runs down by the goal line and scored a touchdown. So that was good. And then we just never really got in a groove again. So we tried to run some inside stuff. We never really got it off the ground. They did a good job. You got to give them credit. They did a good job on defense. And I'll be honest with you, they have a good defense. They have a really good defense. They have a really good team and a real balanced team. And so my hat's off to them as far as us not performing well on offense. My hat's off to Arlington.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you guys.
I will be
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Just give me 1 minute. All right, on your left, wide receiver Isaiah Washington. On your right, linebacker Andrew Dowell. We'll open it up for questions. You got guys? Anything in here? You got questions? Good. Wide receiver Isaiah Washington. Linebacker Andrew Dowell.
This can be for either one of you or both of you. Just with another home game left, just what was the message in that locker room as you guys look toward, that final game of the season?
Yeah, it's every week in this league. Got to show up and play ball, whether it's 1 game left, 3 games left, whatever it is. You know, we got to figure out what we need to do to approach this last game like it's the first game. every snap of the game, and just get after it.
I think it was just, focus on what you have ahead. We can't really do anything about the past, but we can do something going forward and go into this next game like everything's on the line, because it is.
Okay, this is for both of these guys too. So, as I go through the season and I look, you guys' stats, you're close to the top in the offense, close to the top in the defense, but we can't get over that hump. As players, where are your guys' mindset, knowing that you're in that range? But what's your mindset to get you guys over that hump?
Yeah, football is a complete game. We got to be firing on the offense at the right time, to be firing on defense, and firing in the special teams and kicking game. Right? It's every man doing their job to add to a collective whole for the team to have success, and that's what we got to. Even going into this last week, figure out what we need to do for the offense be firing on all cylinders, defense be firing on all cylinders, and special teams game, because it's the complete football is the complete game of a team sport, right? It's not basketball, one-on-one, best guy can make you moves. Football, everybody's got to be firing, so that's what we got to do is play a complete football game from offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah, it's just all about doing your 111th. Nobody's out there alone, and I'm going to lean on my guys because I know I can, and they're going to lean on me as best as they can because they can. So.
Are we ready for questions on Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, this is Alan from the Alan Alfred Sports Talk Show. We heard about the unfortunate news for Chris Pierce and his father passing. Can you talk about him as a teammate and also any words about the unfortunate situation he's in?
Yeah, right. With news like that and stuff like that, we get reminded that this is just a game, right? We're win or loss, right? This football stuff is just a game. It's not life or death. So, all we can try to do is be around him, comfort him. That's the worst thing that can happen. Prior to a game, and just all the. So we just send him our prayers and wishes, and try to be there for him in any way that we can.
Yeah, Chris is a great teammate. He's a great brother. He's a really good guy. So we're just gonna, like Drew said, just circle around him, pray for him, and hope for the best for his family.
Yes, and Isaiah, can you talk about your tenure with the Ravens and that experience?
Yeah, it was a great time up in Baltimore, playing with one of the best quarterbacks ever, and playing for one of the best coaches ever. And I learned a lot, and it was a good time. Hopefully, I can get back. But right now, I'm just focused on the next game we have.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
guys. I
sure.
appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you.